Hello there, Saber fans. Han Solo here, back again with another video for you guys. I apologize that I haven't put out too many videos recently, but the summertime is my busy time at work and I've just been incredibly swamped lately, but I will still do my best to put out some videos throughout this summer, and hopefully in the fall things will slow down with my work and I'll be able to put out a lot more videos for you guys. I have some new sabers here and I have some new sabers on the way as well, so I can't wait to review those for you guys. Those videos will be coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. But today I have a very special video for you guys today. But before I get into that video, I'm going to include, going forward, a little featurette at the beginning of all of my videos. It's just going to be a little Star Wars quote at the start of each video, because hey, I mean, who doesn't love a great Star Wars quote? I will be putting up some quotes from some of my favorite characters. Some quotes will be very unique and not so common, others will be more common, but yeah, just a little something to spice up the video. So here's this week's Star Wars quote.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Hey Saber fans, I hope everybody enjoyed that Star Wars quote. I obviously had to start with the scruffiest looking nerf herder in the galaxy, my main man Han Solo. My channel is partially named after him, as many of you know right now. My last name is Han, in Han Solo, so I just thought that was a cool name for a channel. Obviously a cool name for a Star Wars themed channel where I review lightsabers and such. But yeah, I hope you guys appreciated that quote. I'm not sure what I'm going to call that featurette. Do I want to call it Star Wars Quote of the Week or Quote of the Day? I'm not sure. If you guys have a better name for that little featurette that I'm going to put in my videos going forward, just let me know in the comments below. Some of you out there might be a lot more creative than I am, but yeah, come up with a great name for me for that little quote featurette in the videos. Thanks guys. So, as I mentioned earlier in this video, this is a very special video for me. I have officially been on YouTube now for 1 year. I've reached my anniversary, my 1 year anniversary on YouTube this month in July, and I just had to say I can't believe it. I can't believe I've been on YouTube for this long and doing lightsaber reviews for you guys. I mean, when I started this channel about a year ago, I only had maybe 3 or 4 lightsabers, and I just wanted to basically showcase those couple of sabers to the world and see what you guys thought about it. And then the next thing I knew, my collection continued to grow and grow and grow, and I just kept having new content for you guys, and I reached new subscribers and new milestones, and this whole year has just been a really crazy journey, super fun, and I just love doing these review videos for you guys. And I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who have watched my videos and who have subscribed to the channel over this last year. It really means a lot to me. I feel good knowing that my videos have helped some people out, you know, when it comes to the information and everything else. These lightsabers that I speak about in the videos, I get a lot of positive feedback from you guys, and that just really makes my day. It makes this whole YouTube channel thing worth it for me. I just love being a part of this community. It's an amazing community to be a part of. I've been a huge fan of Star Wars my whole life, and I'm so incredibly lucky that my son, who's 6 years old right now, he's really big into Star Wars as well. So it's something that we enjoy together, and for me to be able to showcase all these different lightsabers for you guys is just a real privilege, and I enjoy doing it so much. So again, thank you guys for sticking with me for this last year or so, and hopefully the channel continues. This has been a great hobby for me, and I hope I get to continue it for a long time, and I hope that I will have lots of lightsabers to review for you guys. But in saying that, I'd like to start a video series of lightsabers, of previous lightsabers that I have reviewed. I want to do that for a number of reasons. The first reason is, to be quite honest with you guys, when I first started this channel, I was super new and very green to collecting lightsabers. I didn't know much about it. I just like to showcase my collection and talk about my sabers, but I really had no clue. But over the last year and a half or so, I've gotten pretty familiar with lightsabers and a lot of different lightsaber companies and all of the different features and things that lightsabers can do, and I've just gotten more familiar with it. I know a lot more about them now, so I think I could give much more detailed and much more experienced reviews. So that would be the first reason. And also, you guys now get to see like how my sabers are holding up after a year and a half later down the road. Like, are these lightsabers good for longevity? How are they holding up after all this time? And you guys will get to see that now. And over the last year or so, I've also gotten to become a lot more familiar with each individual lightsaber, and I've learned things about them. Some things that I really like about them, and some things that I probably dislike about them as well, that I just learned over time from handling them and spinning them for months and months and months. You get more familiar with the lightsabers, and you get to know your preferences, what you like, what you dislike, and things like that. So now I get to showcase that information for you guys a year and a half later down the road. And also, I think right now I have a decent setup for my channel. I'm in front of the camera. As many of you know, when I started my channel, if you were here since the beginning, my videos probably looked terrible. I was behind the camera. It wasn't very personal at all, and the setup that I had was boring, terrible. Like, the camera was facing a blank wall, and I was behind the camera, like I said, and I don't know, I'm just not super happy with the quality of videos that I put out when I started this channel. So hopefully now being in front of the camera is a little better for you guys, and I can do a much better job now of reviewing these lightsabers. And lastly, if there are any newcomers out there to my channel, they now have a chance to see all of the hilts and the lightsabers that I have reviewed so far. So they get to, yeah, if you're new to the channel, here are some lightsabers I've reviewed before and will now review again. And even if you are subscribed and you've seen all my videos, stick around. I encourage you to watch these videos. You might learn something new about these lightsabers, who knows? And I mean, that's why we're all here, right? We're here to watch each other play with lightsabers and talk about lightsabers. I mean, we're Star Wars nerds, this is what we do, and it's awesome. Right, guys? Now, I know that you guys are saying, come on, shut up, Han Solo, just get on with the review. So, here it is, and I thought it was very fitting for today's video to review the lightsaber that started it all. The one that I reviewed, the very first video on my channel, over 1 year ago. And this was my first ever lightsaber, and let's just get right to the video. Here's an up-close look at this incredibly beautiful lightsaber here. This is the Fallen LE edition from Ultrasabers, and it's inspired by the lightsaber used in Jedi Fallen Order, the video game. The lightsaber that Cal Kestis uses, that was basically handed down to him through very bad circumstances by his master, Jero Tapal. But yeah, this is the saber he uses in the game. Just to give you some specifics now about this hilt, it's a big hilt. It measures about 16 inches from the tip of these emitter shrouds here to the base of the pommel, so it's quite long, and I went with a 32-inch Ultra Edge mid-grade blade from Ultrasabers. But it's just, as you can see, a very stunning, very beautiful hilt. It does come with a CoverTech wheel on the back, but I just have to say that I love the look of this hilt. The gold anodizing mixed with the silver. It's very, very nice, very detailed. It has a great knurled grip here that feels incredible, and you'll have a hard time dropping this guy on the floor. I mean, it's a really nice grip. It sticks to your hand and it feels great. It's certainly a beast of a hilt, very big, but it's also very, very light, nowhere near as heavy as it looks, but it's just beautiful. Here's a silver AV switch. It's non-illuminated. So that soundboard, what you're hearing, is the Obsidian Lite sound package. So that just comes with the one sound font. You can't add any to this. It's just the one font, but it's very nice sounding. It's the classic, typical lightsaber sound. It's a very loud saber, very powerful sound, and it has all the sounds that you need, and I will demonstrate those very shortly. But it has your ignition sounds, the retraction sound, an idle hum like you're hearing now. It has some clash sounds when you strike the blade or hilt as well, which is really nice. And it has a lockup sound, which is also very cool. But very stunning hilt. It's one of my favorites. The very first lightsaber I purchased, and I'm still very pleased with it to this day. I've had it for a little over a year now, and it's held up really, really well. It still works just as great as it did when I received it on day one. I've had no issues. There have been a lot of battery replacements, and I've used it quite a lot. I mean, this thing takes 4 AAA batteries that when they die you have to replace, obviously, but a lot of battery replacements, a lot of use on this guy. I love to duel with this one. I don't really do a whole lot of dueling, but me and my kid like to duel a lot with these lightsabers, and yeah, it's held up really well and still works great, just like it did on day one. So now that I've gone over some specifics, I will just tell you guys some things that I dislike about this lightsaber, and some things that I really love about this lightsaber. So I'll start with the dislikes, and there aren't many at all, but when I first received this lightsaber, I was new to lightsabers and I thought it sounded great. I still do. I love the Obsidian Soundboard and the sound font that comes with the Obsidian Lite package. It sounds very realistic, very classic lightsaber sounding. But after purchasing several more sabers in the last year or so, I've gotten really, really used to smooth swing, a feature called smooth swing. And once you have experienced smooth swing, it's hard to like anything else. So that would be a dislike for me when it comes to this lightsaber, is that it doesn't have smooth swing. But the swing sounds are still pretty responsive, so I do like that. And just maybe one more minor negative that I have about this lightsaber is because it's the Obsidian Lite sound package. It comes with 4 AAA batteries that you have to constantly replace, so that's a bit of a pain. I mean, the batteries do last for quite a while. I've gotten a couple of hours of run time out of this lightsaber, but that is a negative for me. You can't recharge the batteries. You can't just pop them out, charge them, and plug and put them back in. You have to buy all new batteries and replace them. So that would be another drawback for me on this lightsaber. But certainly I have more positive things to say about this lightsaber. Yeah, other than that, I mean, no real negatives with this saber. I know people have their beef with Ultrasabers. Personally, for me, I think it's a great company. They're lacking in updated electronics and updated features. They need to really step up their game to join everybody else. But they do make some beautiful hilts. I have to say, I love their hilts. Now, some things I really love about this saber. The blade color, the blade brightness. I love the green. Ultrasabers has very vivid blade colors. I mean, I love the detail and craftsmanship in the hilt. It's just, it's a beautiful hilt with the gold, silver color scheme. It's a bigger hilt, but it is very, very lightweight for its size. It looks much heavier than it is, but it's really not. And combined with the knurled grip here, which feels fantastic, it's a really great spinning saber. It's really great for dueling or spinning. It makes for a really nice, beautiful two-handed lightsaber, just incredible. And you can still use it with one as well. So I really like that. This thing does not have flash on clash, but it makes the clash sounds, which are pretty cool, I must say. Another great thing that I love about this lightsaber is that Ultrasabers offers the quick disconnect saber staff connector, whatever you want to call it, and that is a great feature. It allows you to instantaneously take apart two hilts and then join them back together, so you can dual wield your sabers for a little bit and then connect them back together for a saber staff, just like Cal Kestis does in the Fallen Order video game. And if you see here on the wall, here's my second hilt, just like this one, with the Obsidian light and the green blade and everything else that I purchased about 6 months after this one, because I just wanted to complete my saber staff, and I did a review video on that full saber staff as well if you wanted to check it out. But that makes this lightsaber incredibly cool for me. It's a wonderful feature to just be able to take your saber apart and join it back together, just like the video game. It's really awesome, a lot of fun to play with, a lot of fun to spin around, and yeah, I mean, beautiful hilt. Decent electronics, although outdated, but still classic lightsaber sound. But I certainly have a lot more likes for this saber than I have dislikes. I highly recommend it if you're in the market for a more affordable lightsaber that can still do a lot of things and have a lot of features. I mean, this only has the one sound font, but it has all the sounds you need. It has the idle hum, the deactivation sound, the ignition sound, a really nice light up blade, great colors, and really nice decent swing sounds as well. So I mean, I highly recommend Ultrasabers. Their sabers are a little bit more affordable than your higher end, like NeoPixel and Smooth Swing soundboards and all that kind of stuff. So they are a little bit more budget friendly, which is great as well. And they do make a great product. I recommend Ultrasabers without a doubt. I've had a lot of great experiences with them, and I own a lot of their sabers. And that's pretty much all I have to say for this review video, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Like I said, there will be some new sabers that I will be reviewing soon, and I have some new lightsabers on the way, so subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out on those review videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and may the Force be with you.